Now, wouldn't it be great if you could have a motorhome built to order by a young up-and-coming company dedicated to customer service, to turning your dreams into reality? Well, you can, thanks to a number of companies that convert panel vans into motorhomes. One of our favourites being Shire Conversions, based in Nottingley near Leeds. We've come up here today to look at the Shire Phoenix 2 XL Studio, which now has a twin beds option. It's hugely exciting. So let's get in to see their latest incarnation in the metal. Now, Shire motorhomes are essentially off-the-peg designs, but you can tailor them for your individual requirements. They have a high level of customizability. One of the great things about it is that you can have whatever you want within reason. This van, for example, has a dishwasher in it. No, I made that bit up, but it does have a wine cooler, which we'll talk about later. We've tested the Phoenix 2 XL Studio already this season. This is the twin variant, which is based on the Fiat Ducato, 6.4 metres long, and it offers a crucial distinction above the Studio version, namely it has twin single beds. As we all know, these offer a great deal of flexibility. Touring friends don't have to sleep in the same bed, they can sleep in the single beds. This has been one of the biggest movements in the industry in the last few years, and naturally the smaller converters can offer it too, and they do it really well. Now, one of the great things about the panel van conversion over and above a coach built is this amazing sliding door and the huge amount of space it affords for an external view. One thing that Shire does particularly well, in my opinion, is to not clutter this aperture with loads of things that don't need to be here. This is one of the twin single beds, but as you can see, when it's not deployed, it's not taking up any space. This makes this van an ideal choice for disabled motor caravanners who can basically gain entry to the vehicle in a wheelchair and still have plenty of space to rotate. A fantastic piece of design. Now, this van has blind doors at the back. There are no windows. There's a very good reason for this, because this is your rear storage area. You just open the back doors, and here you have places that you can put your hookup cable, hoses, any kind of wet things that you don't want to take into the van. Shire will also put a couple of hooks for camping chairs, so you can have these here too. The services are accessed at the back, so there's no need to go into the vehicle with any of these kind of items. But perhaps the best thing of all, you can actually open this door to get into the washroom. Now, one of the great things about this end washroom is that you can close the door, and when the door is open, you can feed through the shower hose out to the back of the vehicle to hose down muddy humans or muddy animals, so you don't have to introduce sand or mud into the inner environs of this fine motorhome. The washroom floor doubles as the shower tray, and a blown air inlet means that you'll never have to get cold, making it a great place for getting dressed in all weathers. The basin has got an oval sink and a nice hefty feel to it. There's a mirror, storage, everything else, and there's a bench loo which is very space efficient. I think it's a pretty good bathroom, all told. Now, this kitchen doesn't leave much out specification-wise. There are 3 gas burners, combination oven and grill, and an integrated solution for drying your cutlery in the lid of the sink. There's also a microwave oven and a fridge that is actually raised slightly off the floor. Now, why is this a good thing? Well, it just means you don't have to go rummaging in the bottom when you're entertaining. It's all about keeping up appearances and having a bit of decorum, and this is perfect in that regard. 2 other things I really like about this kitchen, one of which is this extendable flap that really significantly adds to your workspace, and also the wine cooler I mentioned earlier. You probably get about half a dozen bottles in there, and it's digitally controlled, so you can keep your wine at the perfect temperature. Now, the lounge has a really pleasing ambience. The colour palette is spot on, and the fabrics have a reassuringly quality feel to them. I also like the way that the overhead locker doors are contrasting, and they have a high gloss facing, which really makes them stand out. Now, the television has been sited here, so you can watch it from outside in the awning, but if you don't like where that television is, you can talk it through with Shire, and they'll happily put it somewhere else for you. Now, the unique selling point of this van, of course, are the twin single beds. The lounge seat here on the offside doubles as one of those beds, with the added advantage that the occupant can reach up if their arms are long enough and turn on the heating without having to leave the bed. I like that idea. On the near side here, the make-up bed converts easily into one of those other berths just by pulling out the frame and rearranging the cushions. This makes this van particularly useful for couples who don't want to share the same bed, for example, if they prize nighttime access to the washroom, or for friends touring together who obviously don't want to share the same bed either, making it extremely flexible and bang on trend. Now the Shire Phoenix 2XL Studio Twin will set you back £46,950. It has a 550 kilogram payload, so there's plenty of room for all your touring kit. Specification is good for the money, with reversing sensors and a wind-out awning. And don't forget that the Fiat Ducato base vehicle allows you the option to have automatic transmission as a cost extra. So if you're looking for a high top with twin beds and a bit of versatility thrown in, then the Shire Phoenix 2XL Studio Twin could be a very good investment.